Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Betsy and I have been meditating twice a day and creating massive awareness of my thought patterns for 1,167 days now. That consistency has trained me to really notice patterns. And one pattern that keeps coming up over and over is the power of coming together. Whether it's meditating as a group or learning something new collectively, there is something different about doing it with other people. So today, I want to dive into that. Now, it's actually well documented the effects that we have on ourselves and our environment when we come together to meditate. Dr. Dispenza and his researchers at UCSD has been studying this, and they witnessed significant changes in people's biomarkers when they meditate as a group. People heal at his retreats, they walk out of wheelchairs, they have out-of-body experiences, report interacting with high vibrational beings as well. And if you've seen my last few videos, you know I talked about my own experience at one of his retreats. I won't go into all the details, but I was able to go out of body and I had several transcendental experiences, one of which was actually documented with the EEG. I'll drop the link in the below description if you want to check that out. What I can tell you is that the energy in the room was palpable. And even though I can't scientifically prove it, I personally believe there were higher vibrational beings present, assisting other people with their intentions. But without going too far down the woo-woo rabbit hole, let's look at this from another angle, because there's actually a whole body of research on what happens to the environment when we come together to meditate, and it's fascinating. The idea of meditating in a group, that a meditating group can physically influence its surroundings environment, is one of the most studied and most debated areas in consciousness research. A lot of it comes through the lens of transcendental meditation and or something called the Maharishi Effect. You see, the core idea is this, that the collective consciousness is interconnected. And according to the theory, when a group reaches a specific size, roughly the square root of 1% of a given population, by practicing deep, coherent meditation together, they radiate a kind of a stabilizing, peaceful influence into the broader community around them. I found that fascinating. I don't know about you guys. But there's actually studies done on this, and I want to go ahead and share it with you. One of them is called the Washington D.C. study of 1993. Over a 2-month period, a group of 4,000 meditators gathered in D.C. An independent review board tracked the local crime data, and violent crime dropped around 23.3% during the peak of the assembly. The drop correlated directly with the size of the group meditating. The second one is called the Lebanon War Studies of the 1980s. Research published in the Journal of Conflict Resolution looked at the assemblies of the meditators during the height of the Israel-Lebanon War. When the group hit its target threshold, war-related fatalities and the overall intensity of the conflict dropped significantly. And here's one that really gets to me, and it's called physiological spillover. So this effect suggests that non-meditators who were simply near these large groups show subtle, significant physical changes, such as reduced cortisol levels and increased serotonin, almost as if they were passing and absorbing the calm in the room. They weren't even meditating, they were just nearby. Now, I recently attended lectures by 2 scientists that I really respect and admire, and I really want you to know about them if you don't already. One of them is Dr. Diane Powell. She's the head of the scientific research on telepathy, and she is featured on the telepathy tapes. If you haven't seen that podcast, highly recommend it. The other one is Dr. Julia Mossbridge. That woman is just fascinating overall, and her research is incredibly vast in so many areas, but one of her areas of expertise is remote viewing. Now, both of these are brilliant scientists that are known for their work on studying subconsciousness. In their lectures and workshops that I attended, both of them kept on repeating something that stuck with me. When people come together with a shared intention to learn a new skill, in this case would be remote viewing, they learn faster. The group accelerates the individual. They don't really know and understand the mechanism behind it, but they have observed it enough to know that it works. Now, why am I telling you all of this? Because as many of you know, one of my core intentions is building this space for us to come together as a collective to meditate, to shift our own vibration, and in doing so, shift the vibration of our environment. I genuinely believe we can do that. The research points to it, my personal experience confirms it. So if you're still watching, I want to personally invite you to join me live every second and fourth Thursday of every month to meditate together. Let's sync up, let's tune into something higher together. And if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe and share. It generally helps more than you know. Until next time, namaste. Thank you for watching.